Alan, if you had to do one thing today to make sure your salon is busy, what would that one thing be? Well, for me, it's a question that doesn't take a lot of thinking about, because if I genuinely was setting up a salon tomorrow, or I had a brand new column that I had to make sure was packed, there's only one way I would do it, and it's based on two things. One, it's based on experience, and two, it's based on very simple mathematics. As in, 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4, 4 + 4 is 8, and so on. For me, the only way I would actually approach it is through Salon Sampler. And Salon Sampler is so simple, so cost effective to do, so cheap to do, but it takes a little bit of thinking about before you do it. So basically, how does Salon Sampler work? Well, if I went to my salon today and I had to build my column, the first thing I would do is I would create a series of sample vouchers or flyers. I know, it's paper, it's something you hand out on the street. Everybody wants to sit on their phone these days and just do lazy marketing. But I've worked with a lot of salons that do lazy marketing, it doesn't work. So first of all, get something printed off, and of course it tells you in here exactly how to print that thing off. Print off something and hand it out on the street. Now listen to this. If you give out just 5 samples on the street and you get one back, well, that then gives you an opportunity to build a column, because you only need to start with one client to build a column. With that one client, you give him 3 referrals or recommend a friend. Now this is where it might start sounding complicated, but it isn't. It's not complicated at all. So you get your first sample in, not free a sample. you get the client in and you blow them away. So they get their hair cut for free. If they want to pay for colour or anything else, that's fine. So essentially, it isn't really free. So you get the first one in on a sample, and then you give them a recommend a friend to send you a new client. And you just simply repeat this process. It's not rocket science. So to get yourself busy in a day, all you need to do is 5 sample haircuts. Now, if you're in a town like this where we have around 100,000 people living here, what is 5 sample haircuts? It's nothing really. Excuse me. So the whole principle of doing samples is to blow the client away when they come into the salon. But so think about it like this. You have to persuade someone to leave their existing hairdressers. A sample is a no-brainer. You get them in to do the sample. Once you've done the sample on them, you completely blow them away. This is not a free haircut. This is a sample that you can show off how brilliant your work, your personality, your skills are to this client, to win them over, to get them to come back to your salon for life. So a sample is an absolute no-brainer. So you can sit there as much as you want on your computer, doing things on Instagram or wherever. But if you're not sampling, you're missing out on a ton of business. Now, how many days a week would I personally do this? Well, I would keep doing it until I have a packed column. And with a sample program, you should have a busy column in 21 days. Easily, no questions asked. But of course, you have to find out the exact details of how to do that. Of course, that's why the Salon Sampler. So, Salon Sampler, for example, it begins off, there's no such thing as free hairdressing. There isn't. You may feel like you're doing something for free, but you're not. You're offering a sample of your brilliant skills. The next thing is the 10 commandments of the Salon Sampler. There's a certain amount of things you must stick to. You can't just hand out free hairdressing willy-nilly all over the place, because if you do, you'll end up with a completely dead salon. It will kill the business overnight. You have to stick to the commandments of salon sampling. Of course, you have to understand the reason for doing sampling before you do it. That's on page 16. You have to understand the Salon Sampler consultation. There's a key to sampling. There's a key to get every sample actually spend money in the salon. There's actually a key to it, and it's a proven key, and it's a key that works every single time, and it's a key that I've seen working for absolute decades. You have to understand the key, and again, that key is on page 32. So here's exactly what you do, and it tells you, if you go to page 45, 56, 58, it will show you exactly what to do. It tells you exactly what to write. It tells you exactly how to say it. And it tells you exactly how to get your salon busy in 21 days. And again, it's simple maths, but it's simple maths based on something that's proven to already work. And that's what Salon Sampler is. It's a sample program where you can show off your skills to your prospects, your potential clients, by handing out pieces of paper or vouchers. It tells you in here what to write on those vouchers. Handing out free vouchers to your potential clients to get them to come into your salon, and of course to be a client with you for life. Have a think about this. If you win a new client over in your salon and she spends on average £100 and she comes to the salon 6 times a year, that means that your sample has just brought you in £600 of business this year. Can you imagine if you can repeat that around 300 times? Because as a busy stylist, you need at least 300 clients, a minimum of 300 clients. 300 clients will give you a busy column. And it all begins with handing out very simple samples. So guys, you can order this book on this page. Just go further down below, order the book, and you can see for yourself the simplest, most brain dead easy way that if you're a salon owner, you'll get your staff busy. If you are a stylist who wants more clients, this will get you busy. And all you have to do is just stick to the very, very simple rules. Nothing difficult about this one at all. So, Alan, if you were to start again today and you wanted your salon busy, what would you do? The answer is really simple. Salon Sampler. There's no other way to do it.